letting off some steam?
Maybe.
Couldn't have been easy seeing Starr today. Those jerks in assembly shooting off their big mouths about her.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No?
I was worse.
Mom, listen, I got your message. I got here as soon as I could. Is everything okay?
Well, she doesn't think so. She's kicking me out of school. You're sleeping on top of me.
What?
Word around the block has it that you're in room 906. I'm in room 806.
Well, then I'll be sure and keep the noise down.
I was kind of surprised to know that you were staying here, too, actually.
Well, I gave my place up. Haven't really had a chance to find a new one yet, so... Great to see you, Dallas.
Likewise.
How long are you going to be in town?
Oh, well, that all depends on a couple of things. The business and...
Hi.
Hey.
Is this a private party?
No more the merrier. Oh, look at you. Something went right. You look so much better than you did the other night.
Yeah, well, something did go right, yeah. I bumped into you.
Oh. You didn't tell me you were meeting your brother.
You didn't ask.
Well, now I am going to let you two boys get on with your business. And I'm just going to hope to see you both real soon.
She's something, isn't she?
I've been so busy with getting caught up with the department and everything, I haven't had a chance to concentrate on Buchanan Enterprises.
Oh, well, that's okay. I got things under control.
Right. Your plan to get the company back from Dorian.
Yeah.
What exactly is that plan?
Is this a question from my brother or from the police commissioner?
Is that a joke, Your Honor?
I don't joke, Dr. Lord. You cannot proceed with the adoption of Langston Wild. An injunction has been filed to stop it.
Who filed this injunction?
I did. I want custody of my niece.
Brody took Shane out of school and he must have had his gun with him.
Okay, it's gonna be okay. Brody's crazy about shit. He's not gonna do anything to hurt him.
He has a gun, Rex!
No, Brody would never hurt Shane. Rex is right.
Look what he did to you and look what he did to this place. We don't know what Brody is capable of right now.
Is there some kind of problem?
I'm afraid so. We picked you and your son up on the security camera bypassing the metal detectors on the way in.
There was a big line, and no one said anything.
It's okay, son. I'm sorry. I'll make sure we go through just like everybody else next time.
That's not going to be good enough. I hate to ask a serviceman to do anything more than he's done already, but you're going to have to go back through the metal detector now.
Glenn, you know how many times Pa put me in a position where I had to choose between being his son and being a police commissioner?
Yeah, I do. And as I recall, you chose your job on more than one occasion, thereby putting Paul behind bars.
Was your plan going to put you behind bars?
I am not doing anything illegal.
Well, good. That's great. So what are you concerned about? Whether or not it's ethical?
No, I'm just saying my plan is a little unorthodox.
Does it include that guy that you didn't introduce me to yesterday morning? What did you call him? He's a consultant.
He's a bit more than that. In fact, he is the key to getting B.E. back from Dorian. In fact, he should be taking a big step in that direction right this minute.
I assume you are Ray Montes.
I am, Your Honor. Miss Wild is my late sister's daughter.
and I am seeking the privilege of raising her.
Can he do this?
Your Honor, this man hardly knows my daughter. In fact, we have no proof that he is who he says he is.
Your Honor, I have the information Dr. Lord is requesting right here. My client's passport, several family documents, birth certificate, and a picture of my client with his sister, Linda Montes Wild, the mother of the child in question.
This is what her mother would have wanted.
Your Honor, I doubt very much that Langston's mother would have wanted her to be raised by a murderer. Dorian! Please. Okay, go, quick. You see, Your Honor, I had investigators look into this gentleman's background, and until recently, he was at Plato Prison in Colombia for murder.
Your Honor, included in the information I presented is Mr. Montes' release from prison and documentation proving that he was proven to be innocent. All charges have been dropped against him.
Your Honor, because of my wrongful imprisonment, I was unaware of my sister's death. I came to Lambview the moment I found out, the moment I knew my niece needed me.
She does not need you.
Dr. Lord, may I remind you that this is my courtroom.
Your Honor, I'm sure that you'll find all of Mr. Montes' papers are in order and agree that there are no legal grounds for denying him custody of his niece.
Do I have to go with my uncle? Even if I don't want to?
Absolutely not. Your Honor, I am Langston Wild's legal guardian, and only a hearing can change that.
Dr. Lord, that is the express purpose of this meeting with Mr. Montes and his attorney, to consider his request to have his niece's guardianship changed. Now, please sit down.
But, Your Honor...
Sit down. Mr. Montes, are you prepared to demonstrate viability of guardianship?
I am, Your Honor.
Then please step forward.
Will you do something?
Dr. Lord, you'll have an opportunity to speak later.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Nobody is going to take you away from me.
Ow. Looks like I'm not the only one blowing off steam.
I've been trying to call Langston. She turned off her cell phone.
Why is that a big deal?
Maybe it's not. But Dr. Lord took her out of school early.
What for?
Well, that's what I've been trying to find out. It's probably not a big deal. That must have been hard. Watching those guys do that stuff to Starr.
Yeah, I should have tried to stop it.
Dude, you did try. And then the principal busted us. Starr took care of those losers.
Yeah, she was awesome, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She stood up there and she didn't take any of their crap. She was so... I don't know, Starr. It just reminded me of everything I loved about her.
I think we should go to my office.
Star's being expelled?
Not exactly, Mrs. Manning. As I was saying, my office is right over here.
No, if you have something to say, you can say it right here.
All right. I feel it would be in the best interest of Starr and the entire student body if she were to be tutored at home this semester. She could return second semester when she...
Isn't pregnant?
Yes.
Do you have something against mothers?
Of course not.
Good. Because this mother has a thing or two to say right now.
No, that's not the price I gave Miss Vega for the countertops, and my numbers are based on your quotes. So, wait, the bullnose edge shouldn't change the price at all, and you know that. Okay, yeah, that sounds a lot better. Right. Okay, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow about the tile job. Okay, bye. Hey, Mike, I'm sorry. I got my cell phone on the charger upstairs, so I thought I'd take care of the little work down here.
It's all right. How's the work on the diner coming?
It's pretty much on schedule. Listen, I'm really sorry when I heard about you and Marcy being separated.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Looks like we're kind of back where we were when we first ran into each other, huh? I mean, I was away from Vicky, and Marcy was on the run, and you and I was just a couple of guys trying to figure out how to get back to the women we loved. The only difference is This time we're not hungover. Yeah, well, there is another difference. This time, me and Marcy don't have a chance.
Okay, Marcy, are you sure Brody didn't say anything that might tell us where he went with Shane?
No. All I know is that Brody didn't want me to tell Gigi anything.
Brody's cell phone is still going straight to voicemail.
Where the hell are the cops? I'm calling them again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about this. If there was any way that I could have stopped Brody, you know that I would.
Marcy, stop. This is not your fault. I'm the one who kept this whole lie going.
Yeah, this is Rex Balsam. Is Brody Cannon there? Hey, no, don't blow me off. Okay, this is urgent. My son isn't just missing. He's been kidnapped by a guy named Brody Lovett. Right. And I have reason to believe he's armed. And dangerous.
Actually, there's no reason for us to go through the metal detector now. We were just leaving.
I'll have to escort you out.
Let's go, son.
Where are we going, Dad?
It's a surprise.
You know, there was a time when I didn't think that Vicky and I had a chance either. And now you do? Well, more like I just decided not to give up. When she gets back, I'm going to try to make her see that when two people find real happiness together, I mean, you just shouldn't let that go no matter what. I know what's going to make Marcy happy. It's the both of us adopting Starr's baby. What, and you don't even consider that a possibility? No, not when I know that it's just going to tear her apart. Well, are you sure? Why? Of course I'm sure. You saw what happened last year. Todd Manning will never let Marcy keep Starr's baby. He will use his money. He will use his newspaper. Okay, but if there is nothing wrong. Okay, nothing wrong between you and Marcy, except for this adoption. Okay, maybe I'm being a jerk, all right? But I can't imagine going through that with Marcy again. Okay, but can you imagine going through the rest of your life without her?
All right, Bo's not in his office, but the cops will be here any second.
We can't just wait around. Brody's on the interstate going 90 probably with our son beside him.
We are going to find Shane.
You promise?
I promise. You're right, we can't just wait around.
Why don't you just tell me what this plan is and how this mystery man figures into it?
First of all, I think you need to remember what's at stake here. This is not just about the company. It's about the family. Now, BE is the glue that holds the Buchanans together. It's our past and our future and our children's. And it certainly is Matthew's future.
You know, we could put a plaid shirt and a pair of cowboy boots on you, and you could be Pa.
Don't you be starting that.
No, I'm kidding. Come on, I'm kidding you. I'm talking about your passion for the company, and I know exactly what you're talking about when you bring up the family. So just tell me, what is this plan?
All right.
Sorry. Balsam, what's up?
Brody Lovett's disappeared with Shane, and he's armed.
How long?
A couple of hours. The cops are on the way to Vicky's carriage house right now, but...
Is that where you are right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right there. Listen, we'll have to pick this up later, okay?
Okay. Here you are, sir. Compliments of the lady right over there. You remembered my caffeinated drink of choice.
I remember you.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Well, you are welcome. So I take it that you and Nora managed to patch things up.
Actually, I took your advice. Nora and I have agreed to disagree, and I think that's what Bo and I are going to end up doing, too.
Well, the conversation certainly looked animated.
Some people just don't understand that these desperate times call for desperate measures.
Huh. And if it means anything to you, I'm one of those gals that gets it.
Your Honor, My sister Linda and I did not speak for several years. I regret that more than you can imagine. Now that I lost her, I see so much of Linda in my niece Langston. And I see a way to help repair the damage of the past. Your Honor, if there's one thing I learned in the years I spent away from my family, it is that it is not just a duty, but a privilege. It is a privilege to preserve the family connections. I greatly appreciate Dr. Lord for giving my niece a good home since she lost her mother and father. But I can also give Langston a good home. She will be well educated. And I can offer to her something no one else on this earth can offer. The stories, the memories, to keep her mother, to keep her grandparents close to her. I can provide Langston with a family in the most true sense of the word.
Thank you, Mr. Montes. Now I'd like to hear from Miss Wilde's foster mother, Dr. Lord.
I'm afraid Starr has managed to become a distraction on our very first day back. She made a big scene in front of the entire assembly.
I was just trying to defend myself. It was okay when Dee Dee Bridges put a basketball underneath her shirt and pretended that she was me.
Oh, wait, is that true?
Yes, but it didn't...
Mom, I swear, I was just trying to get everything out in the open. It's better than pretending that I'm not pregnant. I mean, hello?
Sounds to me like Starr was trying to nip a nasty little situation in the bud.
Well, Starr's not the only student in this school, and I'm responsible for protecting the entire...
What are you protecting them from? The facts of life? You're not protecting them. You're lying to them.
It's hard for me to even look at her now. Because she's, because it's obvious now that she's having a baby. Our baby. And I'm so not part of what happens next.
You could be, couldn't you?
How am I supposed to do that, Marco? Do you know that Marcy might be coming back here to teach? How am I supposed to come here every day and see her and know that she has my kid?
I'm sure you want Starr out of here because you're scared of the reaction of the parents at the school.
You have to understand...
No, I understand that most of the parents of this school walk around with blinders on because they can't deal with the real world. That is, that teenagers are having sex and girls are getting pregnant. But what I think you should do is open up their eyes. And if you think that you're protecting the rest of these kids by sending Starr home because she's pregnant, you might as well dream on.
I've never been spoken to like that before.
Well, get used to it. Because you ain't seen a Kramer woman protect her own.
Your Honor, in this very courtroom, I was awarded legal guardianship of Langston Wilde. And while I have never tried to replace her biological mother, it was my honor to become a second mother to her. And she became like one of my daughters. So much so that I decided I wanted to adopt her. To make it legal, permanent. I discussed it with Langston, and she said that she felt the same way. And while I cannot provide memories of the past, as can Mr. Montes, I have brought her into a very happy and loving household with cousins and aunts, and we have created a lot of wonderful memories, and
will continue to do so in the future. So I'm sorry, I just don't get it. Mr. Montes is offering memories of Langston's mother, his sister, a woman from whom he was estranged for 20 years. So Langston may not have my blood, but she has my heart. And that is a bond that nobody has the right to break.
Dallas, I'm grateful that you understand my side of things, but you might be siding with Nora if you knew all the details.
Well, I just know that you're doing what you've got to do to get your family's company back from Dorian Lord. I mean, sometimes you have got to get your hands dirty when you're cleaning up a mess. It's a Texas law. I'm a Texas gal.
Yeah, you certainly are.
And I know that when you lose something that means a lot to you, you got to be willing to just pull out all the stops to get it back.
Lovett did this?
Yeah.
Did he do that to you?
Well, sort of. I came back here to pick up papers that I'd left. He was here and he was drinking. And then he went off on me about how I had turned Gigi against him. And so I got out my cell phone to call him. And he grabbed my wrist and I pulled away and I fell and I hit my head. But, Bo, I don't think he meant to hurt me.
You've got to find him, Bo.
Were you the last person to see Lovett before he picked up Shane?
I guess.
And he was wearing a uniform.
Well, I don't know what he was wearing. I was totally out when he left, but there was a medal on the staircase.
Would you bag that, please?
We also found a box left open. I think there was a gun in it, and then he took it with him.
What exactly did he say to you, Marcy?
Well, he said that it was my fault, that he was going to lose Shane, and that I was siding with the enemy, and that I had helped to brainwash Gigi.
That's the way he put it.
Exactly. And then he said that Shane's my responsibility. I have to protect him.
Look, how hard can he be to find? He's running around with a kid in his dress uniform.
Could you check the closet, see what else is missing?
Sure. I'll go with you.
Boss, does Gigi know that I know Shane's your son?
I haven't had a chance to tell her yet. Well, I saw the look on your face when Marcy told you how Brody was talking. What are you thinking?
Maybe he thought the uniform could open some doors for him.
Why else would he be wearing it?
War changes a man.
Wow! You can see the whole town from here. This is awesome, Dad. So, what are we gonna do?
I'm going to teach you about survival.
Dr. Lord, Mr. Montes, thank you both for your statements and the information you've provided. If there's nothing else...
Your Honor, may I say something since everyone's talking about my life and my future?
Of course, Miss Wilde. Please, be seated.
Two years ago, I thought I lost any kind of family that I had forever. And then my uncle walked into my life. And in a way, he brought my mother back to me. Because now I have someone to ask all the questions that I'll never get to ask her. I want to hear more about the stories of my mother and of our family. And I want to see the pictures. I want to get to know my uncle better. But the person who has become a huge part of my life and who saved me from terrible loneliness is Dorian. And I want to live with her. I want her to be my mother.
Thank you for your statement, Miss Wilde. I'll take it into consideration. And now I'm going to my chambers to review all of this material and your statements, and then I'll deliver my decision.
All rise.
This school has a reputation for diversity and quality education, and as I walked in here, I saw teach tolerance, respect each other. Doesn't my daughter deserve a little respect around here? And what kind of tolerance are you teaching if you send a child home or student home because they're pregnant?
Oh, is that true? You're kicking out of school?
Well, I thought you only got kicked out for cheating or doing drugs.
Well, I guess having a baby's worse, huh?
Mr. Thornhart, Mr. Rivera, I'm speaking with Starr and her mother.
If you're gonna kick Starr out, you're gonna have to kick me out too, because I'm the father of her baby.
No one's asking you to leave, Cole. You haven't been the disruptive element.
No, he's just the star element of the soccer team, the lacrosse team, and the baseball team. And we all know how important those championships are to this school.
Yeah, maybe I don't feel like playing soccer this year after all.
Yeah, maybe I don't either.
Are you boys trying to blackmail me?
What did Bo say?
He's going to find Brody and Shane.
Is the APB out on Lovett's car? Good. Look, I want you to canvass the area around Lambview Elementary. See if anyone saw a man in a naval dress uniform leaving with a boy about 10 years old, blonde-headed. Okay, also check with Roadies and see if Lovett stopped by there to pick up his paycheck. Thank you. Did Shane and Brody, did they have any special place that they like to hang out?
They used to skate at Angel Square.
Yeah, I've got men there. Anywhere else?
No, not that they ever told me.
I've got Sergeant Clark. He might have something.
Great. Clark, what do you got?
So, you're gonna teach me how a Navy SEAL survives in the wild?
Yeah. Look, Shane, things got a little hot between your mom and me before. So I thought it was a good idea if we both had some time to cool off.
Is that why we came up here?
We call it recover and reconstitution in the military. R&R. That way, good. What do you think about us camping out here?
That would be great.
Because we got everything we need to survive in here. We got fence climbers, tactical field watch, hydration kit, night ops flashlight.
There's a lot of stuff in that bag.
This is the minimum a SEAL carries on a mission.
So, we're on a mission?
Rex and I are going to pick Shane up from school today. And I'm going to tell him the truth. Rex is his father.
They can't take him away from me. I won't let them. Yeah, we're on a mission.
Cool.
Good work, Sergeant. Thank you. A guard reported seeing a man in a Navy uniform bypassing the metal detector at the courthouse. He was taking his son into the courthouse.
Why would Brody be at the courthouse?
Can you make sure that Marcy gets in a cab?
I'm okay. I've got my car.
Marcy, you have a head injury. I don't want you driving. And get yourself checked out, okay?
Yes, sir. Shane's gonna be okay. I know they're gonna find him. Brody's not gonna hurt him, all right? All right, I'll see you guys soon.
Why did you change clothes?
Dress uniform is for ceremonies and formal addresses. You wear this in the field. The rest of this gear is so we can be prepared.
The only easy day was yesterday.
What?
The SEAL motto. The only easy day was yesterday.
What does that mean?
It means that when you're in a war, every new day may be your last.
Excuse me, officer, did you call in a report about seeing a man in a Navy uniform?
Yes, I did, sir. I was reviewing the security tape and noticed the breach.
Is this the man?
Sure is.
Did he have a young boy with him?
Yes. I located him and told him he had to go back through the metal detectors. He said it wasn't necessary. So he started to leave, and I escorted him and the boy out the building.
I grew up thinking you died in some secret mission. I always tried to imagine how it happened. I knew you were a hero.
I'm no hero. I came back alive. My buddies who didn't make it, they were the heroes.
You were a hero too, just for going over there and risking your life. You'll always be a hero to me, Dad. I think maybe we should call Mom. You know her, she'll be really worried about me right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll let her know you're with me. It's rolling straight to voicemail. I'll leave her a message. Hey, Gigi, it's Brody. Look, I know we'll find a way to work everything out with the three of us, but after what happened, I figured it might be a good idea for Shane and I to spend some time together. So, we're gonna camp out tonight on Latano Mountain. It's beautiful here. And I promise I'll get Shane to school on time in the morning. Okay. Bye.
You think I like looking at my life without Marcy? Hey, I'm just saying that I'm going to do everything I can to get Vicky to forgive me for all the lies I told her. I mean, you can't just give up. I mean, even if it's a lost cause? No, lost cause. Michael, you're a doctor. How many lost causes have you treated? I'm living proof that you will do anything you can to make sure that those patients live. I can do something for you. I can do something for them. But with Marcy, it's active, ongoing misery, and there's nothing I can do for her.
Michael, I thought you were at the hospital.
What happened to your head?
Oh, nothing. I fell.
Nothing.
It's
No,
not a big
come here.
deal, Michael.
No, I'm going to look at this. Come here.
I gave you young men a warning earlier today, and I do not appreciate the kind of tactics you're trying to use on me now.
Maybe you will appreciate this. Starr's aunt, Dorian Lord, she owns a major magazine called Craze. Her aunt Vicky, that would be Vicky Buchanan, she owns the Banner, and Starr's father, Todd Manning, owns the Sun. And all three of those publications have corresponding websites, so you can imagine how many readers will be reading Head of School Hates Mothers and Babies.
Is that a threat?
No, that's a promise. So I don't want to hear any more about suggesting that my daughter stay home this semester for having a baby. And I fully expect you to protect my daughter from the nasty comments from the other students here. Do I make myself clear?
Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Starr.
You were awesome, Mrs. M.
Thank you, Marco.
Hey, I've been trying to call you.
I need to see you, Marco. Right away.
Thanks for what you and Marco did.
It just didn't seem fair.
Langston's at the courthouse. Your uncle is trying to take her away from Dr. Lord.
I don't feel one bit guilty about what I'm doing.
Well, why should you?
Well, Nora thinks I should.
Well, Nora sees things in black and white. And I've always kind of been partial to gray.
You always did have your way with colors.
Well, thank you.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. Could I have a word with you?
Well, sure. Now, don't you worry. I have been thrown out of better joints than this. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it done?
We're waiting for the judge to rule.
This better go our way, or you'll be getting ready to go back to prison. Is everything all right?
Well, they really are throwing me out.
Is it going to go away?
I've never dealt with Judge Jenkins before, but Dr. Lord is a powerful person in town, and she made a good case.
Tell me we're going to win this.
I would, if it were any other judge. You can never predict what Jenkins will do. But we have a very strong case, and Jenkins should take Langston's wishes into consideration.
All rise.
Please be seated. I've gone over the cases presented by both petitioners, and I've reached a decision.
What's the point of a metal detector if you don't make people go through that?
How long ago did Lovett and his son leave?
It was about an hour ago.
An hour? An hour? They could be anywhere by now.
Wait until I tell my friends at school that me and my dad camped out on Lantano Mountain all night.
It looks like you fell pretty hard. I think you should get a CT scan.
I'm fine. Michael, really, I'm fine.
Why are you so stubborn? All right, if your headache comes back, or if you get dizzy or nauseous, I want you to call me. I don't care what time it is, okay? I don't want you fooling around with that.
I won't. Okay? Thank you very much, Dr. McBain. Okay.
Oh, Marcy.
Yeah.
Roxy keeps mixing our mail up together. I think this is all yours.
Oh. Thanks.
Yeah.
What? What, you two are still in love with each other?
Don't start.
What, don't you be a jerk. Come on, Michael. Love like that does not come along every day. You and Marcy have it. Hold on to it.
No, they can't be throwing you out of here. I'm going to call Renee, get this straightened out for you.
No, it's not her fault. A pipe burst and flooded my room and about 6 others. The hotel's booked. They can't accommodate any of us. Maybe I could get a room at that Angel Square Hotel?
Oh, God, no, you're not staying there.
Well, honey, I gotta stay someplace.
Yeah, you do, and that's why you're going to be staying with us tonight.
Quit. That is very nice of you to offer. Does that house belong to Nora now?
Yeah, but Nora would be the first person to help out an old friend.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that.
I am. And I'm not taking no for an answer. Miss Wild's statement makes it clear that Dr. Lord has done a fine job of caring for her foster child. That said,
Our apologies, Your Honor.
May I continue?
Yes, indeed. We're so sorry, Your Honor. It's just that Langston's family wanted to be here for her.
As I was saying, Dr. Lord very ably cared for the minor in question. But placement with a fit and responsible relative is always desirable. There is no substitute for an ongoing relationship with a close family member. The goal of this court is to preserve families whenever possible. Therefore, my ruling is that Langston Wild will hereby be placed in the custody of her Uncle Ray Montes.
What?
Thank you, officer. I need you two to stay calm. Now, I've got a lot of men on this. If anyone saw Brody and Shane, we'll know about it.
Why did he come here, and where would he have taken him?
Wherever he is, he has a gun. Where is he?
What happens now, Dad?